Right. Right, hello there. So today we're going to look at compound interest and how you work that out. So I'm on the Bank of England website at the moment. And if we go back in time, let's have a look. We go back to 1960 and you can see that £10 in 1960 is worth about £191.77 in today's money. They have an inflation averaged figure of 4.8%, so they are compounding £10 at 4.8% interest to get that 191.77. And the way that works going to get that figure is you simply look at the number of years. So we've got 63 years, and what we do is, so we've got 4.8, so we go 4.8 divided by 100 and we plus 1, and then we xy, and then we times that by the number of years, so we've got 63, and then we go times that figure by the amount, so we've got £10, so times that by the £10, and that gives us 191 and, well, 76, a penny short. But there we go, that's how you work that out going forwards. Okay, so if we want to work out what the compound rate of interest was over a period of time, this is how we do it. So I happen to know that in 1960 an average home cost £2,263. Okay, the Bank of England inflation calculator shows that an average home would cost £43,397 if houses went up by the average inflation rate, which they don't. But we know that in 2023 an average home cost just under £265,000. So what was the actual rate of inflation, the compounded rate of inflation each year from 1960 to 2023 when it comes to housing? So this is how we work that out. So first of all, we need to get the copy this figure. So it's the 63 years. So you go 1 divided by 63. Now copy this figure. Okay. And we start off, so we go 264,900, which is the average home in 2023, and we divide that by what the average home cost in 1960. Okie doke, so I've got 117. So then what we do is we use the XY button, and then we simply paste the number that we had before, so the 1 divided by 63, which is the number of years, equals, and we've got 1.07. We can take away 1, and then we times that figure by 100, and we get the actual compounded inflation rate from 1960 to 2023, which is 7.85%. And you can see what a difference that a 7.85% inflation rate and what that means in comparison to a 4.8% inflation rate. The difference is staggering. I mean, let's just have a look how much that difference is. So 264 take away 43,397. Do the pennies. So the difference over time is 221,500. You know, that's the power of compound interest. If it's on your side, you'll be making a lot of money. But if you don't keep up with that inflation, then you're being robbed blind. Literally. Okay, and just a little bit of fun. So I've got the another chart to show you. Well, another chart. This is the only chart on this one. It's the average compounded interest rate on a home bought from each year from 1960 to 2023. Although I don't know why I said 2023, because we don't know what the future interest rate is. So it's basically to 2022, but I wouldn't even count 2022 because it's only 1 year's worth of data. But in any case, you can see that 1970 is the very best year, and it would have been a compounded interest rate of 8%, which is pretty phenomenal. And you can see, basically the whole of the 1960s was pretty good. Going into the 1960s, 70s and 80s, it sort of drops off a little bit, picks up a little bit in the 95, 96 time, and then it drops back down again. And the worst year is 2007, and your compound interest rate was just 2.4%. And as we saw with the figures earlier on, the difference, if you get a compounded rate which is just a few percentage points higher, it can be over a long enough period of time, can be worth hundreds of thousands of pounds difference. That's the power of compound interest. And when I look at these kind of charts, I just can't help but think, I wish I was born in 1950. You could have just taken advantage of this. Still, whenever you buy a house is still better off than not doing. Imagine compound interest working against you. Instead of having a 2.4% gain on something, you lose 2.4%, and that's compounded. So compound interest can work for you or against you, and obviously the higher the figure, the better it is for you. Well, thank you for joining me today anyway. Hope that's been of some help for you. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.